DK86, I'm back. Hello ladies and gents, DK86 right back here with ya, and today I'm talking about Batman Arkham Knight on the PC. Rocksteady has just released their first patch, so we're going to talk about the patch and I'm going to show you some gameplay running on my new gaming rig. Here we go. Right, so first of all, I've been off for over 2 months now. I went on holiday, I was sick, I lost my voice, a whole host of things have happened, and to be honest I don't think you really care and you're here just to watch this video, so let's get on with it. Right, so like I said, Rocksteady released the first patch for Batman Arkham Knight on PC, and the patch notes read as follows. They fixed a crash that was happening for some users when exiting the game. They fixed a bug which disabled rain effects and ambient occlusion, that's a big one. Corrected an issue that was causing Steam to re-download the game when verifying the integrity of the game, and they fixed a bug that caused the system game to crash when turning off motion blur in BmSystemSettings.ini. They've also got a whole list of other things that they're looking to fix in the coming weeks or whatever, or in later patches. I'll leave a link down below to the patch notes so you can read that for yourself. Right, so let's get on with it. Right now I've got the game unlocked to 60 frames per second. You do this in the .ini config file. I'll leave a link down below telling you how to do that if you would like to do that. You can unlock it to any frame rate you want. By default it's locked to 30 frames per second. I could go on and talk about everything that has happened with this game so far, but I think we all know what the heck has been going on. It's been pulled off Steam, they've pulled it off retailers, there's been thousands and thousands of complaints on Steam. Loads of people are refunding the game through the Steam refund program. Yeah, so a lot has happened, and well, at least they're trying to fix it by the looks of it. And right now I've installed the first patch, and the first thing I want to show you is that rain now trickles down Batman's suit, so you can see it there. See the rain dripping on his suit? Yeah, so that was an effect that was missing before. Ambient occlusion is also included now, which wasn't before, so the game has a better look to it with the shadows, and it just, overall it looks a lot better. I'm recording this using Shadowplay. It's running at 60 frames per second, but for some reason Shadowplay isn't recording the FPS in the top left hand corner, so I'll just call out the FPS every now and again. Right now 60 frames a second. When I pan the camera around it's still sticking at 60. It wasn't doing that before the patch, so that's really good to see. Okay, I'll show you my graphics options right now. Right, so as you can see here, I've got it at 1080p, VSync on, anti-aliasing is off, and I'll tell you why that's off in a second, and you'll probably turn it off once I show you why I've done that. Texture resolution is on normal, it won't go any higher than that. Shadow quality high, level of detail high, everything is on max here. NVIDIA GameWorks settings, everything is switched on. Now, like I said, anti-aliasing is off. Why have I done that? Well, if you check this out, when I switch it on and apply it, see the lights? They go, a lot of lights in the background have gone off. Now if I turn it back on, see the difference? So this is how it looks with anti-aliasing off. See how the lights kind of pop in the distance and it just has an overall better look to it. This is how it looks with ambient occlusion, not ambient occlusion, the anti-aliasing turned on. Right, see? Everything has like a more of a muddy look to it, and it just doesn't pop as much. So anti-aliasing in this game is broken, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, kinda sucks. So let's go and turn that off. There we go. And now we have a much better image. Okay, so I've been playing this game a bit and I am impressed with it, to be fair. I mean, this game is really good fun. You can see the water dripping off Batman's cape there. It wasn't doing that before. Right, so let's call in the Batmobile. Right now we're at 45 frames per second. It's already dropped down from the 60. We had a little stutter there. That shouldn't be happening. Now most people experience the most problems when they're actually in the Batmobile. So let's try this out. Right now we're at 60 frames per second and I'm going to boost. And that's taken us down to 40 frames per second. Now we're back up to 60. Now we're in the high 30s. Right, now let's try the NVIDIA GameWorks feature out. Primarily speaking, the smoke and fog. So if I go and do a donut, let's do it over here, then you will see, wait, why is there no smoke? What the hell is going on with this game? Okay, let's do a donut, there we go. Now when I do this and generate a lot of smoke, it takes the frame rate all the way down to 30 frames per second and it stays at 30 frames per second. Before the patch this would go down to about 25 frames per second, so we have seen a frames per second, well, improvement since the patch. So that's good to see. It's still not great, this game still isn't functioning the way it should, but it's nice to see that there has been an improvement since the patch was released. So that's good. Okay, what else do I need to show you guys? Actually, I think it would be handy if you knew the specifications of my machine. I'll have a full list of specifications down in the description of my rig. This is a new gaming rig that I have built. Right now I'm running an i5 4690K, it's overclocked to 4.2 GHz. I have 16 gigs of HyperX Fury RAM. And I have a EVGA NVidia GeForce GTX 970, that's the SuperSuperClocked edition, and it's overclocked to 1500 MHz. So yeah, it's a really good rig. I have no problem running anything on Ultra. I run pretty much everything on Ultra. This game is suffering, but I think everyone is suffering, even people with 2 Titan X's and SLI are suffering running this game, which is a shame. But because Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Interactive seem to be losing so much money and they're getting really butthurt over this game with how many people are refunding it, I do genuinely believe that they will, well, work towards fixing it. Iron Galaxy, the guys who did the port for this on the PC, I think they're going to be screwed after this. I really do. I mean, the amount of bad press that they've received because of this, Jesus, I don't know how a company can bounce back from that. It's pretty harsh, and when you have the whole of the internet against you, that's a really hard place to come back from. Throwing the Batarang right now. I like doing this. You can fly around the city. Can't go too far, but it's a nice way of checking out frame rate and frame rate drops because you can fly around quite quickly. Right now we're stuck at 60, we did just drop down to 40 frames per second. But yeah, it's a shame that this game has been, it's been a really shoddy port, to be honest. But I can't help playing it. It is a really fun game so far. And I am impressed with it apart from all the problems. The best place to play this game right now is either the PS4 or the Xbox One. Being a PC gamer, that is surprising. I do have an Xbox One, as you'll probably already know from my channel. But yeah, I was really looking forward to this on the PC. It has been a letdown, but let's hope that it doesn't take too long for them to fix it. Okay, so what else is there to talk about? How have you guys been? What's your experience been with this game so far? Have you been enjoying it? Has your rig been able to, well, I'm not going to say has your rig been able to handle it, because I don't think any rig can handle this unoptimized piece of crap right now, but yeah, it's a shame, but at least they're working towards fixing it. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. You've seen how the game is running on the GTX 970 with an overclock. It's running okay. I think I've been fortunate compared to some other people online, because a lot of people, their game drops down to like 5 frames per second and it literally is unplayable. This is still playable, to be fair. Yeah, so what do you think of the game? What's your opinion on Rocksteady and Warner Brothers? And how have you all been? It's nice to be back on the YouTube scene. I will be making loads more videos, so do hang about, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Hit that like button for me as well, to let me know that you've enjoyed the content and it's been informative, and I'll be back. So yeah, that's me done for the day. Oh, and fun fact, I was actually editing another video earlier today, and it was before the patch came out, and because I didn't know the patch was coming out, I spent 4 hours editing the other video, and then the patch was released, so it kind of made that video redundant, so I didn't bother uploading it, even though I pretty much finished the damn thing. So I'm gonna finish up on this one and upload this instead. So yeah, happy gaming everyone, Thank you for watching. I'm DKD6. Bye.